Hey, good morning, guys, and welcome to Social Studies. Okay, this is our first class since our class leader presentation for 5B. 5A, we did have a class before we had to go home, but I'll explain how 5B can catch up today, okay? So let's see. Our topic for the next couple of weeks is world religions. Okay, we're going to have a project, a group project on this topic. We're going to select 4 of the major religions, world religions, being Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, and Christianity. Okay, and Class 5A already know that we split you into groups, 4 groups, and each group is going to supply information about one of these religions, okay? Class 5B, we will split you into groups today, all right? So be prepared, okay? 5A, just a reminder, these are your groups, okay? Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, and underneath you can see which religion your group is studying, okay? So, how about 5B? Well, Teacher John picture groups for you, okay? Group 1 is as follows. We have Piano, Aisha, Cream, Napraj, FIFA, Tiger, and Ped. Group 2, Party, Nilan, Ice, Win, Nino, Titi, Jaunai. Group 3, Mesa, Jenny, Omsin, Rene, Kunheng, and Namon. And Group 4, Kate, Design, McCall, AJ, Poom, Tigger. Okay, so they are your groups. What will your group be studying? Which religion? Let's see. Now, I was fair, I didn't show you, but I did pick out of the hat earlier. Okay, I didn't make a video of it, but it is as follows. Let's see, Group 1 will be studying Christianity. Okay. Group 2 will be studying Hinduism. Group 3, Islam. And Group 4, Buddhism. Okay, so just take a moment to digest that information. Okay, let's go on. A lot of information today, by the way. Grade 5A already know I gave this sheet to one person from each group, okay? Because I would like one person in your group to be the group leader, okay, to help organize the group. And so students in grade 5B, you can start to think now who would be a good leader for your group, okay? What should my team investigate? Okay, there's 7 or 8 different things you should look at. Beliefs, okay? What are the belief systems in that religion? Famous scripture, that means famous books or famous writing, famous text. Famous places, things like temples, cathedrals, okay, mosques, yeah? How many people study this religion, or how many people are part of this religion, okay? And I'll go through this in more detail later. How about deities or idols, okay? Who are the famous people in that religion? Number 6, history. What is the history of the religion? Can we find any dates, okay? Number 7, holidays and festivals. Which holidays and festivals are famous in your respective religion, okay? And any other information, especially art. I want to focus a little bit on art today, okay? And I'll tell you why later, all right? Each person in your group will get one of these sheets, okay? When you come back, grade 5A already have them. And what you do, you write your name, who is in the group, what religion are you studying, and find something that you are responsible for finding out. For example, Maybe it's your job to research the population of the religion or famous places in the religion. Okay, something like that. And also maybe responsible to draw some pictures or find out some facts or stats, okay, for a poster later on. Okay, how do we find information? Okay, well, there's a few ways to find it, okay. I found a few websites that you might be interested in. This one is called kids.britannica.com, okay, it's an encyclopedia. This one is not free though, but it is generally very good, all round subjects, okay. Encyclopedia.com is free and it has some very good information and pictures and videos. And then the BBC, you can always find good information on the BBC website, okay? So you guys can use these 3 websites to help you, or you can find others too. Google can be an easy way to start. And I've taken some snapshots of searches that I have done. For example, you can type into Google famous Christian places, right? And you see I selected images, so it will show you a bunch of different pictures of famous churches and cathedrals, okay? So you can do this for all your religions, right? I also typed in Buddhist beliefs, okay, into Google, and you'll get a nice snapshot of what do Buddhists believe, okay? And so this is all good information you can add to your group, all right? Christian art, okay? So these are all good things you can type into Google. Islamic art, famous Buddhist holidays, okay? History of Christianity, so you could say history of Buddhism, history of Islam, history of Hinduism, okay? Islamic scripture, when I typed that in, it came up with the Quran, which is the equivalent of the Christian Bible, okay? So you could type in Buddhist scripture, Hindu scripture, Christian scripture, okay? Hindu art, isn't that beautiful? How many people practice Hinduism? Okay, so this is your population. You can type in how many people practice Buddhism, how many people practice Christianity, and so on and so forth, okay? So these are all good ways that you can find information to help your team, all right? How will our group present? Okay, so when you come back to school, we'll have a class dedicated to group presentations where you present your findings on your religion, okay? Now, it's a bit tricky now because we're not at school, okay? I have poster paper for all of you, all of your groups. So that's definitely one way, is to make a big poster and present. But I think you guys are grade 5, you're responsible enough, you're creative enough now to think of other ideas too. So let me give you some. So the first one, yes, you could create a poster with information, right? You could create a PowerPoint presentation. This is how Teacher John is teaching you right now. I'm using PowerPoint right now. Okay, and you can add pictures, you can add information and videos to your PowerPoint, okay? You can show other students your artwork. We'll talk about that later, all right? And the other one, if you're good at creating videos or you enjoy creating videos, why not? You could create your own videos and you could add them to a PowerPoint, or you can play them on the TV when you come back to school, okay? So these are all brilliant ideas that you can use to present your information, okay? There's not only one way, we can use a variety of ways, okay? When will we present our topic? When we come back to school, obviously, okay? And, you know, we could spend around 2 to 3 weeks to finish everything and present. All right, so we have time on our side, don't we? Okay, what can I do to help my group now? How can you help your group? Well, what you can do is find out some information about the religion. Okay, so go back, have a look at the Google searches. Okay, you can do your own searches. You can use those 3 websites that we looked at, all right? And to remember, we had 8 categories to look for. Draw some artwork. Now, this is what I want to come to now. Okay, let's have an art competition. I think so, yes. And when you come back to school, students can vote for their favorite artwork, all right? I think this is a great idea because you have time at home, all right? In your spare time, you could be making some beautiful art, can't you? And Teacher John would love to receive pictures of your artwork to my email address. Feel free, please. I would love to see it. All right, so let's have an art competition when you come back to school. How can you find some ideas? Well, if you look at this word template, if you type this word template in after your Google search, it will give you blank artwork. If you need help, you can always copy a picture from scratch by yourself. I know some of you in grade 5 are excellent, very talented artists, okay? So you can do it however you like, but another way is you can type in template. For example, Islamic art template, Hindu art template, okay? And see what pictures you come up with. You can download the picture, you could print off the picture, you could color it in, paint it, you know, whatever you want to do. Use glitter, use your imagination, okay? There's no rules with artwork, right? Art's free, it's free expression, okay? This is an example. Teacher Johnny painted this last year, I think. I had a lot of time during lockdown, and I sat outside in my garden and I used paints and I used some black marker pen afterwards to make it more detailed, okay? In math class this year, we will learn how to draw a mandala, which is the video you saw at the start, because we're going to learn about circles, okay, and angles. So we'll learn how to draw a mandala from scratch. This picture you see now was a student of mine about 3 years ago. Her name was Progress. And this was a beautiful example of what we did in math class a few years ago, okay? So look, guys, for this art competition, if you wanted to draw a mandala, that's fine. If you want to draw a piece of art from a different religion from your group, that's fine, up to you, okay? So for example, if your group is studying Christianity, but you would like to draw a picture from Hinduism, that's okay. That's fine, all right? So feel free to search for whatever interests you and make a start on a drawing, okay? So again, this is a wonderful example of a mandala, okay, which is actually connected to Hinduism, okay? And it's quite simple to start off. You saw in the video, I think, that the way we'll learn in math class is you use a compass and we draw circles and then maybe 3 circles, okay? And then we draw some straight lines and angles and then go from there, okay? But anyway, be creative, all right? Now, what about my social studies textbook and workbook? Okay, let's have a look. You have these 2. You should have at home, I hope, by now. They are connected, okay? Again, I already explained to grade 5A about this, but grade 5B, you didn't get to hear this yet, okay? Now, if you open up page 1 in your workbook, your yellow social studies workbook, all right? And most of this book, or a lot of this book, is just fill in the blanks, okay? Now, if you look at the top, it says textbook page 3. That means you can match up your workbook with your textbook, okay? This is an example. So page 3 of your textbook is on the right-hand side of the screen, and page 1 of your workbook is on the left-hand side of the screen, okay? And they match up nicely, all right? Again, I gave this to grade 5A already. Grade 5B, up to you what you do, but you can find a circle like this from the internet. You can download, print, cut out, or you can draw your own on page 4 of your workbook. And it says copy the answers from textbook page 6. Okay, so you can match that up later. And also this lovely drawing, this lovely sketch, okay, it said please color and stick onto page 3 of your workbook, all right? Now, I don't mind, maybe you want to draw your own, that's perfectly fine, that's great if you do. If you want to color a template, you could type into Google Buddhist statue template, print off, color, cut out, and stick onto page 3 of your workbook. Okay, I hope all this makes sense, all right? Classwork and homework, let's have a look. 1, finish pages 1 to 4 in your social studies workbook. Number 2, find some information about your group religion. Okay, so start now, guys. Start to find information from that list. And number 3, start your competition artwork. All right. And again, please feel free, send me some pictures. I would love to see some pictures of your artwork. Okay. Well done. Okay. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Okay. Excellent. All right. Bye-bye.